Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Mish's Wishes. I'm Mish and I am on a journey to debt-free retirement, and I do these videos to keep myself accountable and also to maybe help someone along the way save as much as I would like to save for the future. Today I am going to go through the steps of how I do my cashless cash stuffing. So if that's something you want to see, stick around. I'm here, you're here, we're here together. Let's get into this. So today I do have the steps to becoming, or how I started being a cash stuffer. I am in no way, shape, or form any type of financial advisor. Like, that's not me. This is how I did it, and this is how maybe somebody else might like to try to do it. But this is no way, shape, or form any kind of paid anything. I'm not paid or sponsored by any of these people. But so if you want to start being a cashless cash stuffer, you will have to have some sort of digital access to a bank, such as CHIME. I do have a CHIME account, so I have a CHIME account that's a digital bank. It's not it is not a brick and mortar building, so that's digital access to my savings, my checking, all of that. I also have, so this is what the CHIME account looks like. I mean the CHIME app, but so I have a CHIME account, and in that account I have a savings and a checking with CHIME. This is what I started with when I started working. I had multiple bank accounts, but CHIME has the least fees, and it also has a credit card builder service, so it helps you build your credit as you go along. This is not a high yield savings, so when I found out that I was going to start cash stuffing, it was better to get a high yield savings. So from that point, I also added to my repertoire. I went and got myself let's see, a SOFI account. So SOFI is a high yield account, and in that account I also have a checking and savings. So all my money that I get paid goes to the CHIME account, and then from the CHIME account is where I pay all my bills and such. And then there's a process on the CHIME account that you can add where you get 10% of your pay or your income, any income you get that comes into the direct deposit. You can have the option of getting 10% of that moved into a savings account. So okay, so here's the SOFI, and it's a very good high yield savings account, and I don't think you need any money to start. You can open this account, and you can just start, I think, from day one. You do get card access to this account, so they do give out cards, and they give out, you can get a checking and a savings card from SOFI, and I have a checking and a savings card from CHIME as well. Like I said, let's move on past those two. So once you have your digital access, when you get paid, the monies that go into the account by direct deposit, you can get 10% of that put into your savings account. And with that 10% is what I cash stuff after I pay my bills. So let me rewind. You will need a digital checking account, that your pay can go into direct deposit. The bank wants you to direct deposit the money in there. That way they know they will be getting some sort of money. With Chime, I had them take 10% and put that direct into a savings. So that's automatic savings right there. Then once I figured that I was going to start cash stuffing, then I opened up my SOFI account, and this is my high yield savings. And I pay my bills through the Chime account is how I pay my bills. I pay all my bills online. Bills paid online. And then the monies that I have left, so the monies after I pay my bills are the monies that I use for my necessities, such as groceries and such. Groceries, utilities. Well, that's part of the bill. So it would be things like groceries, household, car maintenance, or car gas. What else we have? I don't have my wallet up here, but I have groceries in there, dining out, gas, and household, and pets. So those are the secondaries after I pay off my bills. Moving along, after you get your high yield savings and you start that, once this is 10% here. This is what I use for my savings challenges. I use this for my savings challenges because we're saving this. So this is a fun way to save your money and split it into different categories. So right now, the monies that I save go into my long-term saving, into my long-term sinking funds. So in my long-term sinking funds, I currently have vacay, the vet for my pets, a buffer, which is an additional $1,000 that I would like to save on top of my emergency fund. And this is for debt, so I'm going to start saving extra money to put towards my debt, such as credit cards and loans. And that is how I'm going to do for my long-term sinking funds. This 10% of money that goes into any of my savings challenges that I have will go into my, after they're completed, they will go into my long-term sinking funds. These are not things you need right away, but these are things that will help you become debt-free later on down the line. And then I also have a 1 month ahead binder, which is another one that I would like to use when I complete some of my saving challenges. So I have my 26 weeks, and I have my 100 envelopes. When I am done, those will go into my 1 month ahead, where you want to get 1 month ahead on your bills. Dave Ramsey says 3 to 6 months ahead, but we're starting baby steps. We're going to do 1 month ahead at a time. So once I get these filled in, I can move this into paying my bills, and I'll be ahead 3 to 6 months once I get these completed over and over. So I have my electric in here. I have my car. I have my cell phone. I have my water bill, and I have my rent. These are all in here. These are the bills that I would like to get 1 month ahead on. That would help me move along and save a little bit more money. And I've also broken down, so I know that my electric bill is $300. I will be paying $12 at a time until I get 1 month ahead. And I broke each one of these down. Now the car is different because you have insurance, you have the payment, you have the registration, and you have maintenance. So there are 4 categories for my car. In every category I did break this down so that I will know how much money from all of the savings challenges, how much I need to put in here. So that was done, but I also created trackers as well. So these trackers are just 26-week trackers, bill trackers. So anybody that gets paid bi-weekly. You will have 26 weeks in a year to add towards bills and loans, and each one of these you can track how much by writing it in the circles, or you can just track a certain bill and put it over here, and then you break it down 20 divided by 26. It'll let you know how much each one of these circles will be for that bill. These will soon be in my Etsy shop, so those are coming. These are the ones I currently have for my own recognizances. I have rent, I have a new phone, I have my car where I broke it down into the 4 categories. These are all 26 weeks. I have my water, and I have my electric. So these will be going into this binder so that I can track in a fun way when each one of these is filled in for the 26 weeks. That way I know I will be at least completed for 1 month ahead on all of my bills once I finish all of these trackers. Also, once you get your banking and you have your savings and you're building your savings account, since you don't have physical money, because we don't go to the bank and we don't pull out money from the ATM. I mean, you can go to the ATM, but the ATM does not break your monies down the way you need it to be broken down. So you can go to the ATM, but I myself prefer to use prop money instead of real money. So I have created my own version of prop money. I did start out with prop money from Amazon, and this is all prop money from Amazon. So let's see if I can find that for you. 1 second. Okay, so on Amazon, if you go and you search, let's see if we can find, search Amazon. Let's search prop money, and if you search on Amazon, you will find multiples of prop money, but the one you want is the one that has all of the denominations. So let's see, I believe it's this one here. This one is $8.99 for prop money, and you get 140 pieces. So whatever monies you have in your savings account that you move over, you will see that that amount. So that amount is the money that you would take and use your prop money. Now I use prop money because it feels real. It makes the saving challenges more fun to have actual real looking money in the challenges. So I do use this, but I am also trying to move into making my own prop money, which I thought was cuter than the actual Amazon money. And I made this money myself. So all I did was go on Canva, and on Canva you can find the dollar bills, and then I put the picture on here. You can do all of this on Canva. So I did create my own prop money. It still kind of sort of looks like real money, so it still gives me that feeling of accomplishment that I am sort of accomplishing with actual money when it's just prop money. But yeah, so you can do that as well. Prop money is cheaper because you don't have to go to Amazon and keep purchasing money once your binders fill up, because you will eventually have to go in and reallocate, and you know, what is it called when you put larger bills in to get the smaller ones out. You have to do that every now and again. And some people prop swap, so they'll swap the real money for prop money. What I do for a prop swap is swap my smaller prop bills for larger ones. So I still can do a prop swap as well. It's not like you don't have to have the fun of that, and you can still have the fun of taking all of these out of your challenges and counting them up. Only thing I say when you're doing your cash stuffing digitally is to be sure to keep yourself honest. There's are ways where you could slip a 500 in there, but why would you do that when you don't really have the money? So you have to make sure you keep yourself honest. And you have to move whatever money you're using for your savings challenges and savings in your binders. You have to move that money into a separate account. That way, and you're not allowed to touch that money because you're obviously not touching the money in the binders. But when you do, you have to remember to subtract it out. So you have to go once a month in, and you have to reallocate and move things around in your binders. And that is what that previous video I did was about. You have to have a digital bank such as CHIME or SOFI, or there's Wealthfront, and there's other banks out there as well. If you Google high yield savings, you'll get a bunch of them, and you can make your choice that way. Also, on payday, be sure to have a certain percentage of your pay go directly to your savings account, so that way you will always have money in your savings that you can move around. You will have to get yourself some prop money. Either you can go on Amazon and purchase it, or you can create your own. You can even just take a paper and put $1. Like, you can write it out. You don't have to have something like this. You can just have a paper, and on the back of it you will write $1. And this could be your prop money. Like, you don't have to have something spectacular. Not to say this is spectacular, but it is cute. Also, be sure that when you're using the monies from your binders, to make sure you go back in every so often and do a check-in where you move the money in or out that you need, that you've either spent or you added. So be sure that you do that. Also, there is another channel out there, Two Sister Bees, at Sister Bee Studio. So there are two sisters, and one sister actually uses cash to cash stuff, and the other is a digital cash stuffer. So if you go to their channel, you will be able to find her. One of the sister bees actually does it digitally, which is also great for their channel. So you can see both processes running. She actually cash stuffs with prop money for her necessities and groceries and everything. She does everything with prop money. So I myself don't do that. Like I said, I pay my bills digitally, and I keep a record of those separate from my binders. But you can make a binder for your bills and pay your bills online, but yet have it set with prop money in a binder and taking it in and out the binder as you pay and as you get paid. You can do that as well with prop money. I just feel like that's a little too tedious for me myself, but I do like to do binders for my savings, and I use prop money for that. So if you found this interesting, or if you would like to know more, I'm not a financial advisor, like I said, but I am working through this. We can work through this together. Just put the questions down in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. I hope this helped someone that wants to start digitally cash stuffing, because it is super fun. I am currently working on a couple more things for my Etsy shop, and I did want to let everybody know that eventually I will be moving everything either from my Etsy to my TikTok, because TikTok has free shipping, and it's easier for me to actually just put the labels onto the packages and put them in the post office and leave, instead of with Etsy I have to go in there and I have to pay for shipping. And that is why the cost of things on Etsy is a bit more. It's because I do have to pay for the shipping. So we'll figure that out later. But right now I do have my Etsy and my TikTok shops open. I will be moving a few new things in come February for you guys to look in and purchase. My prop money will be in there. I will be putting my taco and beer savings challenge in there. I currently have my Shut the Fridge savings in my in my TikTok shop. So if this is, it's like shut the box. So if this is something you would like to purchase, that is currently in my shop. Taco and beer will be coming, and my prop money PDF will also be coming. So look forward to those. And like I say at the end of all of my videos, I thank everybody for watching. Come check out my shop, Mrs. Wishes, and I'll see you seeing me when I see you. Holla.